by May 2017. Does
They
that
cannot
sound
put an
about right?
exact date on it.
Hmm. But I thought it had something to do with an alignment of energy that would be the strongest,
You
which
will
would be
know
like
when it is
this
happening by
symbol.
the things that come before it, not by the actual. You will know it by the actual event, but be warned, there will be several things. It will be a domino effect. And a couple months before it actually happens, you will start to see collapses.
And this collapse, when we're talking about dollar collapse, we're talking about world money
We are
collapsing,
talking about universal.
disappearing.
We are
We're talking
talking
about
about
universal.
correct. The cabal is holding up the financial systems of the world right now.
We're talking about universal money disappearing. No more money.
And they will
So it
try to bring it back, but I hope you do not accept that.
so it has nothing to do with changing to gold or
Oh,
changing
well, gold
anything
is important. You
for a
must
while.
understand gold has an importance in the universe. And so gold will be around.
So are we still going to be selling it to the Anunnaki?
I cannot tell you that.
But something like that, universal exchange,
I cannot
because
I cannot
some
tell you that
planets
because
need it.
that part of future is not written on your world yet. There are several possibilities.
So it would it have any value to me to own gold?
It may.
Oh, that's what I've been wondering about. If maybe that's what I should do with my money, it would be better
Some
to
of
make
it,
it
not all of
gold.
it.
I would rather purchase cold fusion energy if I could
That
find
would be
any.
beautiful
If I could
because that
find
has
some.
something to do with the future as well. The energies that are in certain the Tesla grid has
Mhm.
many energies in it that are very valuable to the future.
Do you know an entity called Bashar?
Yes,
He has brought a teaching of how to make a cold fusion type of energy machine.
there is
Is
such a thing, yes.
is that the technology that we're talking about, or is that just a
That's
small
Tesla
part of
also
it?
had that. Not Tesla was far beyond his time and was given many things from the aliens and from the Akashic records. Why they chose him, I do not know. I think because they knew that he would not catch on in his day and age, but that it needed to be exposed to the world in some way back then, but that no one would actually believe him or buy into what he was doing in a very big way. Um,
But
it,
that technology is here and is available to take over our electricity whenever the
he has invented it already. It's been around for many years on your planet.
but it might be obtainable for people to use, but they're hiding it from us. But it
Yes,
may come
absolutely.
forward when we need it in the very near future. It will come
They
forward.
have they are so far beyond what you can possibly imagine in
Oh,
their
I can
technologies.
imagine. I have a big imagination. I
They
can
are so
imagine.
far ahead of the world. The secret space program is so far advanced that they're working with aliens every day. But but the rest of the world does not even know about it.
But the timing of the collapse and that technology coming forward are almost
Yes,
synchronistic.
there are
Exactly.
several scenarios on how after the collapse it will reform.
Very quickly.
It would have to be, yes.
So I have solar energy at this time, but I won't even be needing that for a very long period
It
of
is a good
time.
thing to have, but you will need it for a short period of time when the collapse comes.
For weeks or years.
Weeks.
Just weeks. Not okay. So we shouldn't invest a lot of money in our solar. Let's just
Well,
buy
that
more.
would help you if you have generators that use it.
Yeah, we could live just fine on that, just for a few weeks. Um, well, it was certainly wonderful speaking to you, and
It's wonderful.
I want to ask you a couple of other questions, just because there are so many rumors and myths, and we don't know which ones are true or not true here. Do you remember a man named Arahabi?
What significance does he have?
Arahabi, there is a new teaching now from a lady who says that he is the man who was actually nailed to the cross to create a diversion so you and I could escape to France. Do you know that story?
Yes, but it is not true.
So, did we escape to France? Is that true?
No.
We didn't escape to France.
No, we were there. Certain parts of that history are accurate, but certain parts are inaccurate. But we were actually there, and no one took my place.
And so I was with you at the cross, and we did not go to France.
No.
There was no Mary Magdalene in France.
No.
So that is all made up. The whole
Yes.
Mary Magdalene in France. Okay. Do you know if I ever went to Turkey?
Yes.
I was in Turkey.
Yes. You
Because
went to Turkey. I went to Turkey as well. And
Yeah.
I traveled many, many miles in many ways. And by
Because I-
ship and by...
I went to Turkey in this lifetime, and I was in a place where I really felt like I had been there, and I'd been there with you.
Yes.
So that was true.
Yes.
Okay. That was true.
But you were not in France. If you go to France, you will not feel at home there.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. So a lot of these new teachings have a lot of...
No.
Are not
That is
credible
a
at all.
ridiculous teaching, actually.
Okay. So the whole story about the crucifixion and me being
Well, the thing
there
is, some
at
people
your
want
feet was
attention
true.
and they have good imaginations. And there is no proof that that is true. None.
Oh, and the same lady said that you were born again on Earth in 2008. No truth to you being reborn again on Earth.
No, actually, there is a little truth to that. There's another aspect, not the Jesus aspect necessarily, but an aspect of that Jesus spirit that is born in 2008. But it is not going to be one that will be of a great persona on the earth at this time.
So is that aspect like bringing back the fifth dimensional?
It's holding
DNA
energy for the
consciousness?
planet.
Bringing energy. And
There will be aspects of Christ, like myself, that you will notice coming up soon.
Because we thought that that's what we were doing in 2008 when we were opening the first ascension portal. We
Yes.
thought at that same time was when that aspect of
Yes.
Christ was being returned.
He
to
is
Earth.
yes, there is an aspect that is there, and you did help with that. But he is holding energy for the earth, and he is not going to be necessarily, unless the Father decides that he is going to be a great aspect. But the future is not yet told.
And I was also told that there are 7 Mary Magdalenes on Earth.
Yes.
Are there 7
7
of
different
you?
aspects of Mary
7 of-
Magdalene. One is a higher self, one is this or that, or a spirit, or some are moving around individuals. However, you are more solidly, in some ways, the actual soul. You have some soul existence with her. Whereas
And
the
the-
other existences are not in the soul.
I see. They're floating around.
Well, they are. One is a higher self.
But they're not people.
They're not
That
actual
this
people.
is
right.
is Mary Magdalene in different dimensional aspects within my soul.
Correct.
So
Others
so my,
are around
my
individuals.
So-
Some of your aspects are around others, helping them. But as far as soul, you have portions of Mary Magdalene in your soul, which does not exist anywhere else.
Okay. Well, I could talk to you for a week or two, but I'm only supposed to be here for 1 hour.